You are still watching ways Martinique joins the world in observing Armistice Day every November 11 to commemorate the act that led to the end of World War I. Armistice Day, or Jour de l'Armistice, as it's known in French territory, honors the veterans of both world wars who sacrificed their lives to restore world peace. I just want to say, may we continue to experience world peace. There's nothing like peace. Honestly speaking, you know, sometimes when I just reflect back as to how people lived in the Biafra times, in the seasons of the World War I, World War II, you know, with the little one that I experienced in the Sharia crisis and the northern crisis in the north, like literally my heart palpitates. So I now wonder how people really survived, you know, because it never leaves you the same. For the longest of time, I used to say that if I see flashlights, if I hear the knockout sound, you know, my heart just starts to race, starts to pump and all of that. So I now imagine really living in the midst of war. And we're not even talking, this is World War I, World War II. There's war going on, pockets of wars across different countries. I really don't, I wish we can just live in peace, but sadly, we can't have peace. I mean, yeah, we can't have peace all the way. Well, hey, where are we? So what's your story?
Okay, so it's about this lady who committed suicide, who jumped into the lagoon. I think that happened yesterday. So the woman who jumped into Lagos Lagoon on Thursday has been identified as Adetutu Adedokun, and she's a staff member of the DSS. And according to the source where I found this, it was said that she recently got engaged to her fiancé, and apparently the taxi driver has, well, allegedly said that they were having
an altercation
in the car before she. But then I have so many questions to ask. What happened? She asked him to stop, and then when she stopped, when they stopped, rather, she got out of the car, and they were watching her.
Both of them. Was he in the car with her?
I think they were. Yes, I think he was in the car with her. That's the thing. That's what the report says, that they were in the car together having an altercation. And then I want to know what really happened. Did she ask the driver to stop the car before she came out of the car and then decided to jump into the lagoon? What happened? I don't think we have full details of what actually went wrong there. And I'd really like to know, because they said they've been searching for her, but the rescue team has been, well, they stopped their search last night, but instead I'm sure they continued today, but we haven't gotten any news saying they found her body yet. So that's a very...
And just about 3 months ago, from the report that I read, because I actually got that story quite early. Someone had sent it to me quite early in the day, but because I didn't see it in multiple news platforms, I just kept it aside until later last night. It was circulating everywhere. So I mean, what caught my attention was the fact that this person is not just an ordinary person. She's a high flyer, because just 3 months before that time, she'd been
awarded. Her team was
recognized and recommended, and you know, they said gave her the best whatever weapon holder, armed whatever staff of the DSS. And so I'm not wondering what would get you to that point. So I mean, I really want us to discuss this extensively, because I believe that in everything, because I've been through a lot in my life, right? I've never ever harbored the thought of killing myself. So why do we have in recent times, you know, where people just lose hope and just feel like, you know, I think I should just end it? Because is it that it's lack of self-love? What exactly is the issue? Because I mean, people have gone through things. I don't understand what you will go through in this life that I haven't gone through. You know, is it the boy said I don't do again? Like, come on.
That's why I said there are a lot of questions to ask here, because...
And again, I was going to say that even the taxi driver, because we've heard this thing several times. This is not the first time somebody will say park. So, me, I've said it that because I wanted us to discuss the role of onlookers when there's a suicide. Like, okay, remember the guy, I think at Ajo Elegba Bridge, that they started
throwing stones at him.
Yes. So to the point somebody now came and grabbed him, and they beat Shaggy, you know? Yeah, because now when you hear somebody in a heated argument, right, I think we need to start training ourselves as humans, because I would never have I would not have stopped. I would have driven
until we get
to land.
Yes.
I would have driven till we got to land. So if, okay, maybe she wants to now jump in front of a car for a car to hit her. That's a different thing. But immediately you notice that there was an altercation, and the person says, "Stop the car! Stop the car!" That's not the best time, because now at that point you are not even sure what the person's action, and this one just proves it, because immediately she came down, there was no even, it was a split second, there was no even time to say, oh, you want to think through it. She just jumps into the lagoon. That's really sad.
Very, very.
That's sad. So my story is actually it's almost somehow tied to this, because I don't understand what is happening. A man identified simply as Akpos is on the run after allegedly burning his wife, Risikat, to death at their residence at on Aide Olosho Street, Divine Estate in Ijaniki area of Lagos State. Now, the Metro gathered that Akpos and Risikat were at their residence when an argument ensued. Same, right? And it ensued between them, and the argument reportedly degenerated as Akpos, out of annoyance, reached for petrol, poured it on his wife, and set her ablaze. So this is what I'm saying, right? That we've gotten to that point where we cannot, first of all, we don't understand how to conflict resolution.
Yes.
We don't understand how to dialogue. Like, come on. Do you know that I have never raised my hand to hit no matter how upset I am with you? The worst I will just do is that I will just walk away. I will not talk to you. I will just keep quiet. When I am silent, like when I'm quiet, you should know I'm really pissed, right? That's how I show I express my own anger. But I will start talking back. I don't even have the strength to talk back. They're not to talk of, to get to the point where you pick a weapon, maybe a knife, or in this case now petrol. Now look at this other case. It was somebody else that says, you know what, I'm done, and she carries herself out. So I'm just saying that conflict resolution, we're not doing well. We're not doing well at all. We're not doing well in managing situations. Like if there's, I mean, the problems will always come. See the video we're watching behind the scene. It was funny, but the lady was saying it that, see, relationships, you are meant to argue. You are meant to fight. That it is part of that's what gives the spice of the relationship. So I don't understand why a fight will not degenerate into either me taking my own life or me causing bodily harm on somebody else.
Setting somebody on fire. Yeah, you just don't. I don't even understand. So he went to pick the petrol first and then got a matchstick or what, and then
so we need to. I hope they apprehend him, and even for the lady that committed suicide, they need to question the fiance. Yeah. Because they need to question him. All right, we'll take a break now. Let us discuss financial matters. I will have our lawyer with us. Stay with us. We'll be right back.